but he gives me the cup, and because of like the honey, it like doesn't come out of the cup.
Baby, that's Cont. Joseph edition. I'm Kip, the ugly one.
And I'm Joseph, the pretty one.
Roll reversal.
How the turntables now.
They always turn. Call me Adele because the tables are turning.
And you can't keep up.
And my weight is always on a journey.
Well, I do look forward to your Vegas residency.
Yeah. I think I could sell out one show of 200 tickets.
Bet.
Okay. More to come.
I look forward to
it. My friend, well, maybe I won't say this. I don't know if he wants it out there. I have something funny to tell you off pod.
Okay.
Well, do you have a W or L of the week?
Okay, so my W, Bad Bunny's Calvin Klein photos.
Oh my god, he looks
Video.
so hot.
I agree.
And his dick looks big.
I don't know if I...
Which I know that it always does
I mean,
in photos because they do stuff, but feel the fantasy.
Yeah, although his, I think, just is.
I know.
I mean, he gives off the vibe, I would say.
I agree.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. The day that I was moving out of my house, I was like doing something in the driveway, and I was shirtless, which I think is relevant to the story. And some guy came walking down the street, and he said, "Hey, you look like Bad Bunny."
I see it
so
differently.
I'm sure you do.
I
don't think that I really look like him.
That's a nice compliment.
Yeah, he did not have to say that to me.
Absolutely.
But he did. And I didn't even pay him.
Yeah. It sounds like you missed the opportunity for a little.
Well, I don't think he was that kind of guy.
You never know.
That is true.
That's really funny. Did you see Shawn Mendes commented on the Bad Bunny photos?
Oh, I did. What did he say?
He said guapo, which I believe is Spanish for handsome.
I do believe that also.
But I'm not a Spanish speaker.
What's the tea there though? Like, is he soft launching coming out of the closet or what?
Well, this is new news, so we don't know for a fact. He's either like a massive queer baiter or where there's smoke, there's fire.
Well, he's like said stuff in the past of like, I'm discovering myself or like something along those lines.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, can we just hurry up and get there?
I know. But how isn't he 25, 26? 26.
Sure.
Isn't that the year your brain finally develops?
I think something about that sounds like it's close to right.
So I think we're pretty close to getting a review.
Would love a review.
I know. He is hot. I think he would be a nightmare to be in a relationship with.
Yeah. I can't believe he dated what's her name? Miss Cabello.
Camila Cabello. Yes. In fact, they lived not that far from here. I have come to learn.
I'm sorry.
Well, it worked out fine for me.
Fair.
Okay, that's a great W. My W of the week, that was good. I should have picked something pop culture related. The thing is, I've had a really, once again, bad week. So we're really scraping from the barrel here.
Welcome back to the stage, sliced almonds.
Okay, my win is better than that. We've been redoing like the office slash lounge for a while, and we bought a new TV for it last Prime Day, aka July, aka 9 months ago. Um,
Okay.
maybe 8 months ago. It's been sitting in my hallway since then, and for reasons that aren't interesting, we finally just got over ourselves and called the TV hanger man and got it mounted and moved the one that was in there downstairs. And so now it feels like that room has a whole new lease on life, and it feels like my house is much more usable and enjoyable. So that is my W.
Love that.
And Brendan did it
Glad
while I
that.
was at the office. That's the real W.
Huge. Yeah, I definitely have hired someone to hang a TV in my life. So
Well, it's like, how am I supposed to do it?
I wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, they don't charge like that much money. And then if you screw it up yourself, it's like a problem. So I think you just need to hire somebody.
I agree. Although Ruben has done it for us a couple times now, so he knows.
Did he hang it up straight?
As far as I can tell.
Okay, then that's awesome.
Yeah. The other thing is like if you mess up, the TV still kind of blocks the holes.
That is
So it's
true.
okay.
That is true because,
However, we didn't have to do that.
well, yes and no, because there, we did have a TV hung up in there. It was very small. It was much smaller than we should have gotten. Hence the second TV that needed to be rehung. But because the first one had been hung so high that we wanted it lower, but they had hung it so high that we had to settle and not have it as low as we wanted because the holes were gonna show where we wanted it.
I see.
But the first time was
Well,
done
you could
by,
always patch it.
yeah,
You can always patch and paint it.
that's true. Call me Patrick.
Sure. Keep working on that one.
Thank you. Okay, but overall it's a W with some L thrown in because that's the best you could hope for these days, I think.
Yeah. There's this subreddit. It's called TV Too High. And it's pictures of people that have their TVs mounted too
Oh
high.
yeah.
It's really entertaining.
Well, there is an epidemic, and I have friends who have done this, so I'm about to be controversial yet brave, of people who have to mount their TVs like above their fireplaces, but it's like up here. So yeah, you have to watch TV like this.
Yeah. Okay, so here is my thing. Because I was just at my sister's house this week. And she is a offender in that sense.
Yes, it happens to the best of us, but not
I
me.
just think like you don't actually have to arrange your room like that 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like I'll use my sister's house as an example, and like sorry to roast, but I'm gonna roast.
She probably doesn't listen.
So she has a sectional. She definitely better be does not listen. No.
She's one of our billions of non-listeners.
Yeah. She says she doesn't listen to podcasts, yet every time I talk to her, she tells me I have to listen to the Jon Stewart podcast. So I'm like, what's the truth?
Well, I would say I mostly don't listen to podcasts, but I'm addicted to seek treatment. So people contain
Yeah,
multitudes.
so true. Anyways, the other side of her multitudinous is bad TV placement. So she has a sectional couch, right? So sectionals are usually like L shaped. So one side's usually longer than the other, right?
Yes.
So picture like this is their couch.
Is this in Sicily?
It's shaped this way. Her TV is mounted above the fireplace, like here. So you have to sit on the short side of the couch to even look at the TV. When directly across from the long side of the couch is a wall big enough to put a credenza and a TV, and right now it's literally just empty blank space.
Okay, I'm Team U on this one.
Thank you so much.
Honestly, that's electric chair.
Okay, I think I should be a consultant, and it should be where to place your TV in your living room.
I mean, that's like interior designer, but only 10% of the services. But that could be useful.
Okay, well, I'll work on it. Maybe if I combine it with TV mounting or something.
That's good.
Oh, maybe you could do this.
Maybe my TVs are now properly placed, and I've learned a lot. And the man, so he mounted two TVs. He was here for 90 minutes. We paid him $198
Oh, that's good
for us or for him.
for you. Because I feel like one TV is like, I'd pay like probably up to $150.
Yeah, this guy said he charged $99 per TV.
That's good.
I agree, which is hence why I don't know that it's a fit for me.
Well, I think you could charge more. I'm just saying, especially in LA.
Well, we did get multiple quotes, and the rest were more expensive.
Well, see, there you go.
Okay, interesting.
So, speaking of not TVs, I have breaking news. Chipotle has a new menu item, Chipotle honey chicken.
Did you try it?
And I tried it, and it's so bad.
It's bad?
I thought it was gross.
What is wrong with it?
It tasted like messed up barbecue to me.
Okay.
Because you know barbecue sauce is sweet.
Yeah.
So it was giving that. But okay, so like picture this. I had just played tennis for like an hour and a half, was like super starving. I roll up to Chipotle and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. So I go up there and I'm like, he's like, you know, you do your order like rice, beans, whatever. And then I'm like, I want to try the Chipotle honey chicken. And so the worker like gets a little cup for me
Yeah, I'm
to
familiar.
like taste it. And I'm like, that's not what I meant. Like I just was like, just give me that. But he gives me the cup, and because of like the honey, it like doesn't come out of the cup. So I was like, okay, just put it in the bowl. I don't care. And then I put the cup back
So
on
this
the
is on
counter.
you.
Well, maybe he knew that it was bad and he wanted me to taste it first.
It
But
sounds like you
I was
asked for a
like,
sample when you said, "Can I try?"
I didn't say, can I try? I said, like, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
And I tried to explain. I was like, you can just give it to me. But he kept going with the thing. And then I was like, well, can I have a fork? Like, I don't know, just put it in the bowl. So then he did it. And then, as I mentioned, I was really, really hungry. It was so, I didn't like it so much that I almost was like, I'm just not even going to eat this. That's how much I didn't like it.
Wow. Then you should have gone back and asked them to remake it.
Well, it seemed like they were going through it. Because also, so get this.
Sicily.
I don't know if this is their fault. It's probably not their fault. It's not their problem. But like, I literally like never will get a soda when I go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have a long drive home. I want like something to drink as like a treat in the car. So I was like, I'm gonna get a soda. And they're like, okay, soda machine broke. It's like, okay. But they're like, we still have like the aguas frescas if you want that. So I was like, okay, I'll get that. But then I go over there and like two of them are empty. So I was just like really annoyed with the whole situation. And at the risk of getting food poisoning again, it's like I should just shut up and eat my bowl.
Oh my god. You know, I have a theory about when it all went wrong for Chipotle
When
when they endorsed Taylor Fritz.
well, they've had a rocky existence, right? With E.
Yeah, I thought
coli
you'd
and
think it
all
was
that.
funny. I'll tell you what,
I mean, it was funny.
they survived me working for them.
That's where it all went downhill.
Maybe. Back in my day, the standards were much higher than they are now. I promise you that.
Sure.
And the prices are higher too.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Yeah. I will say I just got enough points to get a free entree, which takes a lot of points.
Okay, I just did that today because I ate Chipotle for lunch and I had a free
Oh
entree.
my god, what did you get this time?
I got steak,
Oh
a
yeah.
safe play, or so I thought. We'll see in the next 24 hours.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Do you get brown rice or white rice?
Almost always white rice.
It's shocking how much better it tastes.
Yeah.
But I have recently learned that brown rice is like much better for you.
Oh, say more.
It has more fiber, and I guess white rice, whatever it's made, I guess it like spikes your glucose levels in a way that brown rice helps you.
Oh, my super fun trick is like if you eat brown rice a lot, like at Chipotle or something, and then when you want like a real treat, you get regular rice, and it tastes so good.
Yeah, I think that's my new move because I got to get things going in the right direction before I run out of time.
Sure. Well, I hate to say it, but
TikTok
we are
Mia.
running
I know.
out. Yes.
Oh my god. So was that your L or did we miss that?
Oh, I didn't say my L. I forgot about
Do you
L's.
have one?
I think my L was just I was like so damn exhausted this week. So I was babysitting earlier this week, as you know, and I did not sleep well. There was some
Maybe the
evenings
problem
of
you were really
crying
just perturbed by
children.
the TV placement.
I think that was
Nightmares, honestly.
it was giving me bad vibes for sure.
Um Hilarious. Okay,
Yeah. Do you have an L that you can share with the class?
I do have one I can share, one I cannot. The one I will share is like my fitness level coming back from being sick. Like I had like a sinus or ear infection for 2 weeks in February. It was better for 1 week, and then I got some sort of cold or COVID or whatever it is. Anyways, I took my first berries class last Saturday. My heart rate was in the 190s, which I don't know that it's ever been that high that I can recall. Um, and like I just ugh, did not feel great, and like it's been really rough getting it back together. Um, Although I did take
190s is crazy. That's like you almost died.
I'm usually in the 180s, like when I'm really going for it, which I do, which you used to be able to see. You used to. It's been
Sure.
a while, but you used to.
Sure.
um, but yeah, I did take class today. It went well. I was with my favorite little cutie gay instructor. Um, and we had a nice time, and I felt like I was much closer to where I used to be. But my L is the journey.
Unfortunate.
um,
Well, when's your next class?
Sunday or Monday.
Well, I hope you're ready.
Thank you. Okay, so moving into pop culture, I have a question for you. Now that it's
Okay.
now that it's been like a week or so since our Gaga episode, how are you feeling about Mayhem now?
Um, I think that I still listened to it a lot, but I think now I've reached the point where I am like, okay, I can listen to something else now.
Yeah,
Because I was like listening mostly to that in the like limited time that I listen to music per week, you know?
yeah.
So I still really like it. I like all the songs still, except for the same one, which is The Beast. And
Blade of Grass.
I kind of like Blade of Grass. I give it like a 3 out of 5, but I don't hate it.
Okay.
But The Beast, I give like a 1 out of 5.
Hilarious. Okay, that makes sense. I ask because I have not really listened to it much. Like, it has not grabbed me.
Wow.
But they did play one song in class today at the end, and I did like it. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just not like, it hasn't grabbed me at all.
I see. Well, you and I don't normally like the same music, I feel like. Like there's a small overlap, I think, of what we both like
I agree with that.
for whatever reasons. Unknown may they be.
One of us has bad taste, and we'll never know who.
Oh, yeah. We'll never know.
The problem is, I think it's you, and you think it's me.
Well, I don't know if that's a problem per se, but that is the truth.
Oh my god. Okay. What are you watching these days?
So, I told you I haven't been watching a lot lately. Like, I loved The Traders, but now that it's over, basically I'm only really watching Drag Race, and then I started watching Severance.
Oh yeah, the season 2 finale was last night. It was incredible.
Oh, I'm trying really hard to not get spoiled, so I haven't like seen a lot about it.
Yeah. Then I will try
But
really hard not to tell you exactly what happens.
yeah, thank you.
um, but you're gonna like it. Oh, how are you feeling about the show right now?
Well, I'm only a few episodes in, but I do really like it.
My only complaint about the show, and again, this is non-spoilery, is that it's really hard to keep track of what's going on, especially with the innies and the outies. It's like each person is two people. Like, I have to know about Mark and Mark S.
Yeah. I'm only on episode 3 and I have a hard time remembering like, oh, he doesn't remember that that happened because that was the innie and
Yeah,
like I feel like they need a stronger visual indicator on like which person is the innie and which is the outie. Like his boss looks very different outside than she does inside, but
mhm.
he doesn't really look that different.
Yeah. I think as the series goes on, he looks a little more different, but yeah. I will say Adam Scott looks insane. Derogatory.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, I don't think he looks that good.
No. His face looks like crazy.
Interesting. Well, I'm not there yet, although it's not looking great in the early episodes either.
It doesn't really change that much. I think he just has a weird face at this point. It to me it's like his
I,
skin.
well, he is like older as it, the spectrum goes.
I know. Somebody on Twitter said they thought Adam Scott was like 35. I'm like, that's not what a 35-year-old looks like.
Well, depends.
It's really not.
I mean, I've seen some, but
Well, as we approach 35.
well, yeah, but we take care of
That's
ourselves.
true. I've been using skincare since I was like 14.
Me too. And that's that on that. Okay, question for you.
Okay.
What do you think of the name Helly? Because I'm not a fan,
No, I think it's hella
but it's
dumb.
actually, I think it's like circling back around for me though. Like I hated it at first,
Yeah.
but then now I think it's kind of funny and fun.
It's okay. I guess what I don't get is like why do some of the innies have different names than than their outie, and some of them have the same name. Like Dylan G and Mark S are both Mark and Dylan on the outside, And in fact, they're both Mark S. and Dylan G on the outside. But then Helly is Helena on the outside.
But that's just a nickname, right?
I don't know. But it adds another level. Now I'm keeping track of 3 people. And it's one
I don't
person.
know. Well, when I meet Ben Stiller, I'll ask him for you.
Oh my god. He's been on the Twitter finding people talking about it and following them and messaging them to correct them. Have you seen this?
No, but that's funny.
Somebody was commenting about how it was shot and like the video quality, and he followed them, literally replied to them and said, DM me. And then the guy DMs him and says, like, hey, you told me to DM you? And he wrote back, I just wanted to let you know that you were wrong and it was shot on digital, except the last scene was shot on 35 millimeter and converted back to digital. And I don't know why that matters or how anyone would know what any of that means, but I do know that it's very petty and funny.
I feel like that was just more informational, but I don't know. Because it's like, who's fighting over
You'd be surprised.
that?
People have very little to live
That's
for.
okay. Go off, Queen.
um, I have to tell you about
You're
the
so real for that.
so true. I watched the worst gay movie I have seen in a long time. It's called Shoulder Season, and it features Matt Dallas and Taylor Fry. Um, you know who these people are.
Never heard of him.
I think Matt Dallas was Kyle XY, wasn't he?
I don't. I vaguely have a memory of like the TV poster for that.
Yeah, he was Kyle XY. Um, and he is gay. And I feel like he dated famous people. Well, anyways, um, Taylor Fry. It makes sense why you wouldn't know who he is. I think he writes his own like parts for these movies and then like gets them made, even though he's not a good actor and he's not that good looking. But basically,
Okay,
like,
so classic male comedian vibes.
yeah. Well, I'll just say it was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was so bad we had to keep watching it to see it, but we did fast forward through certain parts of it. But it's basically this gay couple goes out to the Hamptons for the weekend, and then one of their like high school straight friends shows up, but the straight friend just like tries to seduce him, and the woman he's with takes the husband away to like be basically like let the hookup happen, and it was a terrible, terrible movie.
It sounds fun though. The
The
concept.
concept was really fun. Like if you look it up and read the description, you'll want to watch the movie. But then you will watch the movie and you will not want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I am not that kind of person. Like, if it's bad, I'll turn it off or leave. Like, because Ruben likes to watch a lot of movies, and let's just say we have different standards. If I don't like it in the first 5 minutes, I'll get up and leave.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I hate to watch mediocre to bad content,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm better than everyone else.
And that's why our podcast is always full of great content because we hold high
Well,
standards.
yes, but see, also the thing is that I don't have to watch it. I mean, that's a lie because I do, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, okay. Did you pay attention to the JFK files?
no. I figured like if something good was in there, I would have seen it.
The New York, there's some interesting, not that much related to the murder of JFK, which is classic. But there was some really interesting information in there on like the CIA and how it's been involved in various things around the world. And there was one really cryptic note where they talk about how they have involvement with the Vatican and the popes. This is from the 60s, but it makes you wonder what they're using the Vatican and the Pope for. Were you raised Catholic?
Yeah.
Can you call the Pope for me?
Can I call him? You know what I'll do is I'll send a message through God to the Pope.
Oh,
So what do you
yeah.
want to say? I'll pray.
Say, what is the truth about the CIA?
I don't think Papa Francesco is gonna spill. Okay.
I don't think so either, but we will see, certainly.
Okay. So did you see? So like Conclave came out,
Did you watch
and
it?
then the Pope got really, really sick. I think that's like too strange of a coincidence.
Could be. Um,
So
what's your
I think it
theory?
was based on too much truth, and he literally gagged so hard that he got ill.
It could be. Did you watch it?
I did not because it looked like it was going to be really boring.
That's what I thought, but then it turned
And
out it was really
then
good.
Ruben watched it, and he also said it was really boring. Oh, and I hate John Lithgow,
Oh,
so I
yes.
couldn't.
I feel like we talked about those.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did because I said the Dexter thing.
yeah.
I started watching Dexter Original Sin, which is like a prequel series, and I'm really liking it, and Brendan is hating it. He's just having a hard time with the
I feel like.
prequel.
Did he watch the original?
Yes, I made him watch it.
Oh, okay. I've seen neither, although I'm not like opposed to it.
It's like one of my
But
favorite series of all time. But there are 7 seasons, and it gets like a little slow at times. But it's like a serial killer who is uh, raised by his dad, who's a cop, to take his like bloodthirsty desires and use them for good. So he only murders like people who've gotten away from the justice system or whatever it is. Um, but he works for the police force and he has a family and stuff. Um, and so it's really a good show. And like seasons 1 through 4 in particular are like, oh my God, good. Um, I recommend it if you need a show, genuinely.
okay. I mean, I've heard it's good. Yeah, it sounds a little like Saw to me when you described it that way.
Yeah. Well, it's also a lot of content because it's 7 seasons there, and then there's a prequel season, and then there's a reboot season, and there's a second reboot season coming.
What?
So that could be our podcast idea.
Interesting. Oh, actually, I did have an idea
Okay.
of a show, concepts of a plan. Um, have you seen Mythic Quest? It's on Apple,
I haven't, but I have seen. I know what you're talking about.
and I also think it's really hilarious. I've already watched it over like 2 or 3 times.
Okay, I'll check it out. I haven't seen it. How many? Is it just 1 season?
I think it's the fourth season just came out,
Oh, okay,
but the seasons aren't like super long. It's like 8 episodes or 10 or something.
got it. Okay, and
Yeah.
then what is your vibe on Drag Race so far? How are you feeling as we enter top
Okay.
6 this evening?
Famously, I said earlier in our podcast season that it was the season of all losers.
Yes.
I have to say, I've been very entertained lately, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, Especially, have you seen? I think I sent you like all of the Corey King cameo stuff going on.
Yeah.
I almost called her Corey too because it's so ingrained into my
Oh
mind.
my God, I know. I know.
uh, I think she's doing an amazing job of like they're calling it branding, but I think she's just like putting out content. Like she's like creating content, mama. And it's like everywhere I go online, I see her, and it's funny. So I was impressed with that.
All right. Okay, we should predict because by the time this comes out on Tuesday, we'll know if this is right or not. But who do you think's going home tonight?
And why? So who's left? There's Jules Sparkles, Lexi Love.
Lydia Butthole
Um,
Collins.
no, she is gone.
No. Lana Geray went
Yeah.
home.
Who?
Lana Geray.
Oh, Lana Geray. Um, is that the truth?
I'm looking. I thought it was the truth.
Because Miss Corey King tweeted that she and Lydia are not on Drag Race anymore. I'm pretty sure Lydia went home. You remember she tried to cut her way out of the dress.
Oh, you're right. Lydia was eliminated. And Lana Geray existed. Okay. I had it backwards.
She existed. Drag her.
That's my opinion.
Okay, so we have Lexi Love, Lana Geray, Susie Toot, Jules Sparkles, Anya Nerve.
Sam Star.
Right? That's like 5. Oh, let's talk about existing.
Oh no, not my sweetie Sam.
I think Jules is gonna get eliminated. Jules or Lana?
I think it's
are
Lana.
the next two.
I think it's Lana next, and then Jules would make sense. No, I'm gonna guess Lexi is. I'm gonna guess it's Lana tonight and Lexi next week.
Is it gonna be a top 5 or 4 or 3? That's the thing.
I think top 4 is my guess.
So then the top 4 would be Susie, Anya, Sam, and Jules.
That's
your top 4?
That's my prediction. Yes.
I think Lexi, Susie, Anya, and then the 4th spot, to me, is up in the air.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
I want it to be Jules Sparkles, but I don't know.
I like Jules.
I'm a real sparkler.
Baby, you're a firework.
Did you see Tessa T's shirtless photos?
No.
Candy Muse tweeted or posted something like, I love it when a drag queen quits drag and just gets hot. And then they were like, hi. And I'm like, oh, they look good.
Oh, Tessa Testicle. Yes, I did. She does look good. Oh my god. Damn. And that's exactly what I looked like before I got sick. And that's why I'm so bummed out. I look so good.
Well, why don't you show us what you look like now? That's pretty good.
Thank you. That's all you got.
Yeah. Just trying to give Utica Queen telling RuPaul to stand up at the roast.
Oh my god. I saw Utica Queen at LAX once, and she looked crazy.
I was just gonna say, how could you even tell it was her? Like it would just look like any other crazy person.
You'd be surprised. It was also like during the season.
Oh, during her season.
I think so.
Amazing.
Because she was very tall. She had her backpack on, but she had her hair in like the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Paul Revere look.
Yeah, like it was 100% her.
And so you didn't go get a photo and autograph of your favorite queen?
No, I think it was like a night flight, which is not the tea.
Oh, I see.
We weren't on the same flight. I just saw her in the airport, same terminal vibes.
I don't know if you've seen this, but I have actually a Wicked update.
Okay.
Wicked news.
Okay, huge. I haven't seen this, I don't think.
Okay, so apparently, like in 2024, let me open it just so I can get it right.
2024. When was that?
Cynthia. Oh, a while ago, turns out. So, anyways, in 2024, Cynthia Erivo has like a statement from an interview or whatever about finding out that Ariana Grande was cast as Glinda, and she says, "Absolutely no surprise whatsoever. Thank goodness, because it was not the two ladies that I was auditioning with." And this week, Miss Amanda
Oh
Seyfried,
my
I don't know how to
god.
say her name,
Yeah, I think it's Cypher.
she revealed that she auditioned for Wicked with Cynthia.
The shade. Oh my god, that's crazy.
I
Wow,
mean,
that's tea we don't get anymore.
I know. I do have to say I agree with Cynthia, but
I think Amanda's very talented, and I do like her, but I think Ariana was the right pick.
yes, agreed. Especially after seeing the end product.
Yeah. I think we're only 8 months out from Wicked Reloaded.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. Only 8 more months of talking about it, and then it'll be all over.
So true.
Okay, so I have a question for you this week.
Okay, fun.
All right. My question is heads or tails?
Heads, mama.
Okay. Well, that's it. Okay, I'm just kidding.
In a coin flip, I actually
Um,
almost always pick tails.
and how does that work out for you?
Well, now that you ask, it makes me realize that as a child, coin flips are a massive part of your existence, and as an adult, they almost never happen. So they used to work out well for me. I don't have any recent data.
Interesting. Do you think it's because less people carry coins nowadays?
It could be that, but I think it's more that I'm not in as many scenarios where you would be flipping a coin. the the one scenario would be tennis, but they don't flip coins, they spin the racket and you pick up or down on the logo.
So do you pick up or down?
I think I pick up because okay, the truth about me is I don't know what these tennis logos look like, and so normally I just say one and then I like if it's Babolat, girl, I can't tell what that is. You could get anything over on me. The only one you can't do is Wilson because I do know what an M looks like.
That's fair.
Milson.
Okay, well, so my question for you, which we can answer next week,
Okay,
or you can give an off the cuff answer,
let's see.
is if you could have dinner with any living celebrity, who would it be and why?
Donald Trump and Conor McGregor. That was my real L of the week. My poor Jack Draper. So hot. So fun to watch play tennis.
Yeah, it's a sad that he's canceled and over now.
Yeah. I will say he was hanging out with Andy Murray, who's a famous leftist. As recently as yesterday, he was hanging out with Andy Murray. So I'm willing to let the situation develop over time. But I obviously cannot, root my little heart out the way I did last week before I knew the info.
Yeah. Well,
Well, this is a great question. And I will ponder on it and answer it next week. Is it only
you know what's
one?
crazy? Well, I mean, the spirit of the question is one.
Oh, okay. I actually do have my answer.
Well, are we cliffhangering or are we revealing?
Let's cliffhanger because I think I can. My answer is going to stay the same, but I think I could, call me mama because I'm going to research more about what I would ask this person and what I would want to discuss.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, what's crazy is back in the day, my answer probably would have been Elon Musk. And now. Okay, I have something hilarious to say, but I know the CIA is watching. So I can't say that.
But I'm gonna guess I know what you're maybe gonna say. Um, it's so crazy though. I've been seeing some like people have been screenshotting his old tweets. Like as recently as like 2022, he was like I don't know if he was a liberal, but he was like a rational, normal person tweeting like normal things about politics that you would agree with.
Me?
Probably.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I got off the Elon train like probably like 2020 era.
Yeah. I never
Like, remember
really.
when he called like the cave rescue divers
Yeah, that
pedophiles?
was really bad.
Now he just says so much ridiculous shit you can't even keep up.
I know. Yeah, you're right. That was definitely the right time to hop off the train.
Yeah. Well, I'll come up with a good answer for next week. That's not problematic.
Okay, fun.
Well, no guarantees on that
I
one.
was gonna say, people will say mine's problematic in ways.
Yeah, but like fun ways, right?
Yeah, definitely. And well, no, I'll just save it all for next week.
Ooh, can't wait. Hope we don't forget.
I won't forget because this is a personal hero of mine who I met once,
Oh, amazing.
but did not get to ask questions or eat.
Truly a tragedy.
Yes. Well,
Well,
thank you for
that's it.
listening. It is it. Um, Follow us on Instagram at Baby That's Cont, and on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And you can follow our personal socials on Instagram at Baby That's Cont, at Jojo_Patron, and at Queen Kip.
Thanks, everyone. We're also on TikTok, and new episodes come out usually, mostly, always every Tuesday.
Yes, we haven't missed one yet, but we will at some point. Or maybe we did.
We've been close.
Including this week. It's tough out there.
Yes. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.